r/off my chest. Who says, I'm bothered by my boyfriend who watches porn. I, 22 female, am super bothered by the fact that my 25 male boyfriend watches porn, even though I'm always there for him. He tells me to not interfere in his life and make him feel like a hostage. He said he's not addicted and it doesn't affect our sexual life. He also said that he did it in his previous relationship and one of the reasons why he broke up with his ex is her jealousy. Every time I try to talk about it, he tells me to not get hurt or jealous, then changes the topic. I've been overthinking for hours about it to the point my head fucking hurts. It's my first relationship and I had no idea about the adverse effects of porn until I read about them. Please tell me, is it normal for a man to watch porn while in a relationship? Akzushiatm says, I think it's normal, but you're also totally allowed to not want him to do it, and if you talk to him about it and he doesn't listen, then you guys might not be compatible. Some people are okay with their partners watching porn, some aren't. I'm not, but not everyone feels that way. If it's a deal breaker for you though, you're allowed to do that. Ladder Creeps Pasta says, Reddit and real life are not the same thing. Regardless of what you hear, know that there are two ways. 1. You can be okay with it and accept it in your relationship. 2. You can not be okay with it and not accept it. But you have to decide. It's weird when people are like, maybe examine your insecurities. If you want to only see each other naked, it's just another layer of monogamy and that is okay, but it doesn't make you insecure, like WTF. Some people are literally fine with bringing a third into the bedroom, and some aren't, but no one calls them insecure. It's all a spectrum. Beach Camp says, it is normal in some relationships. It's up to you to decide if it's a deal breaker for you and proceed from there. You mention a few possible concerns you've discussed with him. Have you seen evidence porn is affecting him/your relationship in those areas? Or are these concerns you've read about only? r/off my chest. Mountain Economy 3527 says, they killed my dog and still tried to claim the reward for her. I'm broken, just completely lost. I know we live in a ed up world, but never have I imagined someone being this sick. 2 weeks my dog Hilda ran away. We put up posters, flyers, posted on Facebook, and I was praying and hoping she would be found. 2 days ago someone called and said they found her, but she's dead. They told us they thought she was a raccoon and shot her, realized she was a missing dog, and were asking for the $150 then they will give us her body. I'm so I'm sick right now, I miss her so much. Immoral Halimian says, you have their number. Call the cops. See if they can get you dog back. Depending on your area, they might get in trouble for shooting your dog. Mountain Economy 3527 says, my mom called the police and gave them the number. I'm really hoping they're able to track the person down. And from what I know, they can get fined/jailed for harming a pet. Supistin says, disgusting, Jesus, I'm Christ, some people don't give a single frick. I'm sorry that this has happened to you. Mountain Economy 3527 says, it really is, I don't know, I might have felt better if it was an accident and they tried to help her, but no, they didn't do shit and thought we would pay them for killing my dog. I feel like I'm coming off as aggressive here, and I apologize if I am, but I'm so mad and upset right now. Supistin says, understandable. The greed and malice some people are capable of never ceases to amaze me. Asleep Olive 165 says, have you considered that it is a scam and they didn't kill your dog or find it? Wait for what the cops say. Edit for spelling. r/off my chest. Dreamist@0815 says, Ex destroyed my life, so I'm destroying hers. I have nowhere else to talk about this. I'd post anonymously if I could. To make a very long story short, met a girl last year, started a relationship. It was amazing. No fighting, no arguing, communicating about everything, very intimate, never a dull moment. I really thought she was it. After years of being used, I was finally happy. 1 year later, we are going strong. Everyone looked at us as the perfect couple in our massive friend group. Her family adores me and vice versa. Set to move in together in January, was gonna propose in July, had the ring already. Little birdie texts me and drops a nuclear bomb. He had been sleeping and having a full relationship with her from April to August while we were dating. He didn't know of me or I of him. Due to our jobs we didn't make our relationship super public to avoid drama. Those who needed to know knew. I was devastated. I confronted her, big blowout, lots of lying and manipulation. Come to find out it wasn't just him. She tells me the truth. She slept with a guy from the start of our relationship till October, almost a full year, another guy 3 times, and the guy that told me that started all this. I was broken and beyond damaged. We stopped talking, and eventually we start talking again, after about 2 months. I loved her so much I was willing to work with her on her issues that stemmed all this. She agreed and her family agreed she wanted to change, and how wrong she was. We talked for 4 weeks, started getting back on track, but something was off. She was just not Lyle before, loving, sweet, caring. I made it clear, if she wasn't in at 150% then we needed to leave. She said, no, I want you, I need you, ed up and I love you, I want the future we planned. I believed it. Turns out she was sleeping with someone new. I confronted her again, and she admitted to just wanting to use me cause of what I had to offer while she tried have a relationship with someone new without baggage. Stated she never loved me, and I was just a crux. I was done at this point. Best part is the guy who originally told me gave her, and standard which she gave me, I got tested. She gave it to everyone she slept with as well. I had an epiphany moment and instantly my soul love for this woman snapped out of existence. I'm still broken and destroyed, but I now know who I loved was only a figment of her actual narcissist self. She felt no remorse, guilt or sadness for what she had done. I wasn't gonna take it lying down, so I filed a lawsuit and criminal charges as the guy she got it from is testifying to both on my side. Her family also disowned her, word spread in the workplace, reputation ruined. The new guy she slept with didn't know about the standard and broke that off. I took the high road the first time and was honest and gave her an out. Now I'm going to take everything from her she took from me. Narcissistic people will never learn the consequences of their actions. If we lie down and just live our best life, that's the victory. People need to pay for their actions and callous nature. As this isn't about revenge, but more so cause she will lure more men into her trap and do the same thing, and I refuse to sit idling by and watch as someone falls prey to her predatory ways, which might result in someone taking their own life. Just wanted to get that off my chest as it's been heavy on me. I'm still grieving, but not for her, but for who I thought she was. Thank you for. Stankus says, Godspeed good Redditor. T Smith 2020 says, just tell her the dildo of consequence rarely arrives lubed, blow up her world, I did with my cheating ex. Bizarre Machine says, how has your experience been filing a lawsuit and charges? My ex also gave me insta, two in fact. One of them common but incurable. I found out so many horrible things by going through his phone, and he has traumatized me. He's a narcissist, and I do not want him to get away with all he's done, but he has also threatened me. Everyone tells me to just move on. It's infuriating. Thotogaf says, Godspeed noble warrior. Outside Analysis 210 says, it is so disheartening how good guys get played by women like this, while women like me who are just looking for a real connection gets played by the wrong men. Open bracket. r/off my chest. TLS 1230 says, my sister hit me so hard I tasted blood. I just wanted to try some raspberries, but she got mad and said I was eating all of them and pushed me. I'm not sure why she got so mad, but the raspberries fell on the ground when I got pushed. She refused to let me go out of the kitchen, and I refused to clean, since she was the one who pushed me unprovoked. It was a silly and petty sibling fight. However, she got mad when I started laughing and hit me so hard my inner cheek got punctured and I started tasting blood. Blood literally came out of my mouth and my cheek is super swollen. I started crying and she let me go. She won't stop laughing, and I know it's silly to be upset about this since it's normal, but I can still taste blood and there's a hole in my cheek. I feel really nauseous now because I kept swallowing the blood. Phallusculus says, I don't know who told you this is normal, but it's not. I would go to the and have it documented, tell them the truth about what happened, and if this is a pattern hopefully they can help. TLS 1230 says, oh, I can try that, thank you. Hassanane77L says, it's not silly to be upset about this, actually you have every right to be, you need to take this to your parents or your legal guardian. Hurting your sibling to the point they start bleeding from it isn't normal sibling quarrel. These kind of things should not go without repercussions in any house. Hassanane77L says, also go to a doctor and check your cheeks. There is a chance the wound gets infected and you may need some medication for it. TLS 1230 says, I guess so, but most people around me brushed it off, but I guess they were. I'll try to get help, thank you. Mysticman 768 says, next time she does this, smash her one back even harder. Older brother used to always do this sort of shit to me until one day I hit him back, and he realized I wasn't afraid of him anymore. Even if you are still afraid of her, she will not know as you have finally stood up for yourself. This will probably get downvoted due to say no to violence yada yada yada, but it's true. Sometimes you just need to fight back. That's all for this video, thank you for watching, please subscribe.